Welcome to another edition of MIW. Got the D-Man here, and I'm glad you could join me. Today's topic is going to be about high status and fitness. Those two things are intertwined. Now, you can be high status without being fit, but fitness is a part of it. Money, muscles, and game. Money is equated to status, and you don't always have to have money to have status. But in today's society, in the US anyway, money is equated with status. But fitness is also too, because when a woman looks at you, she's going to look and see how fit you are. Are you going to be able to produce healthy offspring? Now, of course, she doesn't think about that in that way consciously, but that is subconsciously programmed into her from evolutions of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. And if you're walking around slouched down, poor posture, your belly's sticking out, you don't wear nice clothes, first off, her first impression is not going to be high status. Second, she's going to look at you as weak individual who can't protect her and who is not going to produce strong offspring. And as I said, they don't think of this consciously, but this is an impression. Many things that people pick up from you, if not most or all things, are not from what you say, it's from who you are, what you project, what aura you're projecting, what energy you're projecting. Haven't you ever heard what you are speak so loudly that I can't hear what you're saying? Okay, so fitness. What does it mean to be fit? Well, it means to be in shape, to be lean and mean. You don't have to be lean and mean to be fit, but it helps. It looks good. But you know, they say that from what I've read about the Roman gladiators, they actually had quite a bit of body fat. They weren't lean and mean, so to speak. So fit can mean many different things. You can be a little overweight but still be fit, or you can be a lot overweight and be not fit. So unfortunately, most of our society in the US is overweight because everything is made so easy we don't have to do anything. Well, that's the problem. What can you do about it? Well, if you are quite a bit overweight, of course, you want to go see your doctor. I have to tell you that for legal reasons before you start any kind of exercise. But you can get up in the morning and walk for 5 minutes, okay? Or 2 minutes, whatever you can do, depending on how out of shape you are. The next day, get up and do it again. Walk for 3 minutes, a little at a time. Don't go to the gym and work out for an hour or get on the treadmill for 2 hours thinking you're going to be in shape tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. Start off slow, build up gradually. I'm 60 years old. I'm in excellent shape. I haven't killed myself working out all my life, although sometimes I have overdone it. It just takes persistence and consistency. You don't have to work out every day. You don't have to run every day. You don't have to do something every day. But you can do something continuously 3-4 days a week and you will maintain your shape. Now, if you have an office job or you have to sit all day, you can do more, of course, than a person with a physical job. I've always done physical labor most of the time, so sometimes I don't need to work out every day. Sometimes I can't work out every day because I've expended so much energy working. I know when I'm running, I can't walk nearly as fast at work as I would like to. So a lot of times if I'm working steady, I'll cut my running out. I'll only lift weights. But you can maintain your physical shape like that. And as far as lifting weights or doing setups, if you can't do a setup or a push-up, as I've said before, do 1 push-up on your knees or 2. And then if you can do maybe 10 of those, then try doing 1 push-up normally, not on your knees. And if you can do that or half a push-up, wherever you are, start. Success is really just the progression of what does it say? Earl Nightingale said, success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or idea. So you're not a success when you reach your goal, but you are a success as you progress toward your goal. If you think that the goal is going to satisfy you and make you feel like you're there, it's nice to reach your goal and it's good to celebrate, but it's the journey. It's the progressive realization of a worthy goal or idea. And in this case, you want to be more fit. Okay, so it's progressing towards that is what success really is. As you'll see, people that you think are extremely successful, they're still progressing because they've realized that the goals they have reached is not what brings them the happiness or the wealth. Wealth comes from a word that originally was weal, meaning your well-being. You know, wealth now in the United States is associated only with money. But there's so much more than that because you can be wealthy with a lot of money, but not truly be wealthy. You don't have wellness of being. You're not content. You're not happy. So one without the other is not true success, or at least in my opinion. I mean, I've been miserable with a lot of money and I've been happy with nothing. I lived in Guatemala very poor for a while when I was starting my English school there. I rode the bus. I walked 12, 13 miles a day because I didn't want to spend a quarter. Now, that was one of the best times in my life because I was progressing toward a worthy goal or idea, my English school, which I did get going and it was successful. But was I happy when it became successful or was I happy during the progressive realization? It was both. But after I became successful, I continued to strive for more because you have to progress. You can't stand still. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. So I was staying fit then by walking 10 or 12 miles a day and I was working out. I think I used I didn't have any weights because we were extremely poor down there. Lived in a concrete house with a cornstalk kitchen, a tin wall, where the donkeys walked up the volcano, the base of the volcano, and there was fleas there. But it was interesting. I owned nothing. Everything I had was rented. There was a certain amount of freedom to that. But I got a lot of exercise there, and I worked out with 2 milk jugs with water on a broomstick pole. Okay, so if you don't have weights, you can be creative. You can do sit-ups, you can do push-ups, you can do leg raises, you can do crunches. There's an exercise I do. I would have to show you. You lay on your back and you put your hands behind your head and you bring your knees up, each one like this. Okay, and I have found for myself that that really defines my abdomen better than crunches, sit-ups, or anything, and it doesn't put as much pressure on my back. So this is a very good exercise. It's really defined my stomach and given me a six-pack, and I'm 60 years old. I'll put a photo of me on the thumbnail, which you've seen if you're watching this video. So that is a great exercise, and what you want to do is focus your thoughts on your stomach, and you can actually move the burn that you'll get from that around. And don't, really when it starts to burn, that's when you're starting to build those muscles. And you can focus that burn to your lower abs, your upper abs, wherever you want to focus it. And then do it as long as you can. It's kind of like Muhammad Ali said, I don't start counting until it starts hurting. So you want that pain. You want that to burn in there, and that's your muscles building up. But also you need rest too. You don't want to overdo it. That's been my problem. Many times I'll overdo it. Just do enough to get a little burn. You should be a little sore the next day if you're just starting out, no matter what you're doing. Not really sore. Don't go out there and blow it out so where you can't even do anything the next day because you can't move. So there's a lot of things you can do. You can get a set of weights. They don't cost too much money. You can buy a bicycle. I have a bicycle here, an indoor bicycle. You can ride that. You can run in place. Now, you have to do this long enough to develop a habit. I've been working out since I've been 20 years old. So for me, it's almost easier to work out every day than it is not to do it. But like I said, I don't kill myself to stay in shape. Like I said, I'm 60 years old. I'm in great shape. I can spar 2 or 3 rounds with anybody. I might get a little beat up, but I can do it. So, and you can do the same thing. I don't care whether you're 15 or 59. No matter what shape you're in, you can start somewhere. But just don't expect results overnight. It takes time. It takes time. You have to be patient. As with everything, you'll learn, you'll get better, and get a vision, get some photos of people you want to look like, put them on your wall. I do it all the time. And use that. And when you start looking at, put your photo up on there. Or put a photo up there of the body you want, put your head on it. Look at that every day. Imagine yourself being that person. That is the fuel that will ignite your actions to do that. And you're going to get discouraged. Maybe you're going to get hurt, but you can work through it. I've been hurt many times, had many sports injuries. You just keep going. If you think these guys that you look at that are great athletes and you admire have never been hurt, have never had times where they couldn't work out, they couldn't walk, they couldn't lift or do that, you're mistaken. You only see the success. You do not see what they had to go through to get to that success. You can do the same thing that they do. You have the same thing within you that they have. You just have to cultivate it and use it and start. I don't care if you started 100 times and stopped, start again. My mom used to call me a quitter when I was young because I quit everything. And I started boxing. She said the same thing. Did I quit? No. I kept doing it. She wanted me to quit when she seen me get knocked out once, but I didn't. I kept going. I was afraid. It took me a while to get back in there, but I did. Fear is always going to be with you. Fear you can't do it. Fear you'll never look like you want to. Fear is always going to be your constant companion. What is the difference between a hero and a coward? They both have fear. The hero confronts his fear and he overcomes it because that fear exists inside of you. It's nothing outside of you. All right, if you'd like to get my help personally, you can contact me at marksinspirationalguidance@gmail.com. It is in my, I think it's on my channel somewhere. Yeah, where you look for the email. And share this with a friend. Subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. We have video coming out every day. And leave a comment if there's something you would like me to speak on. I'll be glad to speak on it. Have a great day.